Have you ever read a passage and felt a strong emotional connection to it, or perhaps sensed a very particular feeling from the author's words? Diving into literature often involves understanding more than just the plot or the characters. It is about grasping the subtle signals an author sends and the emotional landscapes they create. Today, we are going to unravel two crucial literary concepts that help us do just that. The key difference between tone and mood is quite straightforward once you know what to look for. Tone refers to the author's attitude towards the subject or audience, essentially how the author feels and expresses themselves in the writing. Mood, on the other hand, is the emotional atmosphere a literary work evokes in the reader, meaning how the text makes you feel as you experience it. Think of tone as the author's voice and personality shining through. It is conveyed through careful choices of words, also known as diction, and the arrangement of those words into sentences, which is called syntax. An author might adopt a critical tone, a joyful tone, a somber tone, or even a sarcastic one. These choices are deliberate and reveal the author's perspective and intention. For example, using words like gloomy, despair, or shattered quickly signals a somber or melancholic tone. The way sentences are constructed, whether short and abrupt or long and flowing, also contributes significantly to this perceived attitude. Now, mood is the emotional vibe that washes over you as a reader. While tone is about the author's feelings, mood is about your feelings. It is created by a combination of elements, including the setting, imagery, theme, and even the author's tone itself. A mysterious old house described with shadows and creaking floors will likely establish an eerie or suspenseful mood. A scene filled with bright colors, laughter, and warm sunshine would create a lighthearted or joyful mood. The author uses these elements to draw you into the story's emotional landscape, shaping your experience without directly telling you how to feel. So, how do you spot these in a text? To identify tone, ask yourself, how does the author seem to feel about this particular topic or character? Look closely at the specific adjectives, adverbs, and verbs chosen. If the author describes a character using harsh or dismissive language, their tone might be critical. To identify mood, ask, how does this passage or story make me feel as a reader? Pay attention to the sensory details, the overall atmosphere, and the emotional impact the writing has on you. Is it making you feel tense, relieved, sad, or inspired? Understanding these distinctions is incredibly powerful for critical analysis. When you can discern an author's tone, you gain deeper insight into their message and their underlying purpose beyond the surface narrative. You also become more aware of how the author is attempting to manipulate your emotions to create a specific mood. This awareness allows you to appreciate the craftsmanship of the writing and engage with the text on a much more sophisticated level, moving past just what happened to understanding how it was conveyed and why. Recognizing how diction and syntax work hand in hand to achieve both tone and mood is truly an insider's tool. Ultimately, differentiating between tone and mood empowers you to unlock richer, more nuanced interpretations of literary works. It transforms you from a passive reader into an active participant, capable of dissecting the author's craft and fully appreciating the emotional tapestry they weave. By consciously identifying both the author's attitude and the emotional response evoked, you elevate your literary comprehension and analytical skills, making every reading experience more profound and rewarding.